I sincerely apologize about... Oh wow, the last stream isn't even on my... It's not even on. Okay, here we go. Playing more Spyro continued. This should be the thing. Nobody's here yet, as to be expected. Oh, okay. I'm doing this because my stream was really delayed and everything was like ruined. Like, it was super delayed and terrible. Look who's back, boys. Yeah, I'm back. Just very briefly, I want to see how well this works. I don't know. It's a little delayed. Okay, no, it's not that bad. It's not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Because it was bad and it was buffering. And if you've noticed, it doesn't look the best. I wonder if that's because I just started the video. I did lower the quality a little bit. It ain't that delayed. Hooray. Okay, good. Let's go to... We're going to Nasty's world. I lowered the stream quality a little bit too, so the game does not look nearly as nice as it would otherwise. So it looks even worse. But I wanted to avoid as much like skipping as possible. I wanted to avoid all the problems. So we're streaming in a way lower resolution. This is not an issue I normally have. At least you can tell what the game looks like, unlike my old streams where I was just like, yo. Anyways, my favorite Renzo character is Deathstick Guy. That is a character in Renzo. Like that's an easy joke you could make, but that is a character in Renzo. That's an interesting answer. Delbin. This is one of the first dragons that we rescued in the entire game, in case you remember, which you don't, but we remember him. He's like, haven't I seen you before? And he's like, blah, 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 blah. It's weird, because I think you guys can actually hear, like, the entire stream, unlike me. I can't hear any of the dialogue from the game right now. Let me turn it up a little bit. I turned all the audio down so that you guys would be able to hear me talk. But it's very clear that did not do much, because when I was watching the stream, you guys could still hear everything. I don't know if is it like really loud? Can you primarily hear me, or is it like... I'll stay here. Okay. Man, that is scary. Like, good. So, this is the last world. It doesn't take that long to beat. I think it takes like 40 minutes to beat. It depends how fast I am. On my old live stream of the very first game, I remember distinctly it took like 40 to 50 minutes just to beat this entire world. And that's because I am streaming, so it probably will take a little longer. But we're in a Nork Cove. This point on YouTube wouldn't let me send every emoji and crash the stream. I know, Shaggy. Shaggy's cool. We can hear you, Renzolian. Yes, Shaggy is my favorite. I legitimately love the old Clone Wars a lot. I didn't watch all of it, but I really liked all the goofy... I really liked all the goofy stuff. I really, really enjoy, like... I love Giant Grievous. That, for me... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Jump. Okay. For some reason, Giant Grievous is really cool, and I really wish they would, like... They kept that idea in the movie. And I know they didn't want, like... What was the excuse? They didn't want somebody to be, like, beat Vader. But, like, come on. Even if he is a giant, like, freak of nature, he's not, like... He might, like, Vader's, like, skilled. Like, he's like, scary. Vader is a scary dude. Grievous is probably scary, too, but, I mean, he's also just a kind of a... He's, like, a dumb, like, dude who just kills everybody. Like, you could keep his character, he's still probably not very smart. He probably more, like, brawn than brains, honestly. But still, I don't know, it's weird. I do like the old, like, interpretation of, I really like the old interpretation of Giant Grievous. That's always been something I really genuinely like. I keep saying genuinely, like, I'm being so genuine on this live stream. Boom. He's dead. Good, good, good. Is there anything else I need to do over here? Oh, there's a guy over here. Okay, yeah, sucker, die. These did not look like Norks in the old game. They looked like naked men. Not naked. They were like naked human men. It was really weird. It was very strange. Oh god, that sucks. But then they realized the game was like Norks, so they're like, all right, we gotta change the Norks to we gotta change the gross men to Norks. Shaggy would win because he's a Jedi.
I expect Nasty's really starting to worry about you.
I'd be shaking in my Nork boots if I were him.
Where's Ivax and Aura? I don't know, they haven't joined yet. Stream is buffering again for me at least. I'm using phone data now, so I'm at home. Is it buffering, guys? Maybe we should do what Kasai did on COD Year 2 stream and have the contest winners interviewed. It wouldn't be the contest interviews because that's not what it would be about. That's Defenders. This is Renzo Season 1. What it would just, I'm also not very good with trivia. Like, I'm terrible with asking questions and stuff. And I wouldn't have, like, any, like, Kasai has a lot of, like, very specific lore questions that I don't have. Like, what am I gonna ask? Like, if, I don't know, maybe I'll ask Thatch to come up with a couple questions, but he doesn't even remember, like, everything about Renzo. It's just, I don't know, I gotta make it, like, I don't know, all the questions would be, like, really specific things that would be really hard to remember, but if anyone did remember, you would be insane. I'm not going to use this question anymore, but it would be like, what's Karagus's daughter's name? And that wouldn't be that hard because I did a mock review of her, so it wouldn't nearly be as hard as, like, some of the other questions. It would be, like, really specific things, like, what's this character's name and stuff like that. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. I could do that, but again, I don't know, like, what if I could do that well, because Kasai, again, he has a lot of lore stuff that people could remember if they really wanted to, but I don't have that. I just have a bunch of goobers stuff. Like, maybe, I don't know. Again, it's so, like, it's not easy. It's just, it doesn't work the same way as I would like it to work, so. Jesus, that was sad. I'm using data too. No, Shaggy. Nope, New Blitz. That's a new name. I have not heard of that one. Welcome, New Blitz. I have not seen you before. Maybe I have, and I don't remember. I have a faulty memory. But from my knowledge, you look like a new face. So what's going on, my guy? I love this level. Oh god, apparently nope, this level sucks. Delete it. Delete System 35, kids. Okay. Is there a System 35? I don't know. I don't know anything about computers. 32, 35, all the same. I know like nothing about computers. It's probably the reason why I'm always running out of storage. Because I don't understand computers at all. Hey, there we go. Sweet. How many deploys does it take before you explode? That is a good question, but there is no like answer though. That's the thing. There's but would I just accept? All right, that's actually a good question. I would like accept any of those two answers, but if you got it wrong, then I would be like, that's a good question. I might keep that down. I'm not going to answer that. They're very, very easy numbers to guess though, so that's my problem. Don't write it anybody, because if you know that, I might save that for the live stream. So don't give anybody any answers. Just keep it to yourself. Execute Order 66, of course. Robux, my bad. Somebody knows. Somebody's bound to know, obviously. There's always that one person who's like, I know everything about everything, and it's like, whoa. Alright, then. 47 lives. That's pretty good, actually. It's not a hard game. It's got its moments, but it's not like a difficult video game to play. I think the appeal of Spyro is just like the collectability. You know, you get to run around and collect things, and that's genuinely really. I gotta stop saying genuinely. I apologize. I keep repeating myself tonight. It's because I'm tired, and I'm like, I get all loopy when I'm tired. Thomas, another dragon that I believe we've already rescued. Yeah, we've already rescued him. But most of these, like, I think all the dragons in this world are characters that we've already rescued. And I think the explanation is that they've, like, when we rescued them, they ran out and they went to go get, like, they went to fight Nasty or whatever, and then they all die, or they all get trapped in the sun. I think that's the implication. But I don't know for sure. Again, it's not really, like, something that's exactly specified, but who cares? Nasty is also the villain of the game. I should have said that. Nasty Gnorc. Gnorc Nasty. Nobody cares. I don't know why I'm even talking about it. I was just reading all the comments. Again, I'm going to try to not read all of them, because the problem is I'll read them and then they're not even, like, half of them aren't even addressed to me at this point, which is I'm only 11 minutes in. That weirded me out. I'm like, why is it only 11 minutes? And then I remembered I had to restart the stream, so that's why. Can I just kill these guys again? Oh. Okay, well, killed one of them. You're so chill about it too. They're like, yeah, whatever. I'm a guy. Okay. I guess I'll talk about Renzo for a bit, because there's nothing else to really talk about. Renzo 12 is going really well. I'm very happy with this episode so far. Don't want to, like, say it. I really don't want to, like, be like, oh yeah, this is my favorite episode, because it's not done yet. I can really only, like, come to terms after I, like, watch an episode or something, and I'm like, okay, yeah. And I don't like to talk about my episodes being my favorites or any of my favorites, because, ow, Jesus, that was good enough then. Because I don't know, I feel, like, guilty if I ever, like, talk about my own stuff like that. My favorite episode is Renzo 12. Renzo 12 is, or not Renzo 12, Renzo 11, because it's the most, like, effort I've put into an episode. And it's a big one too. It's a big, like, 50-minute long episode with tons going on. So I think I'm just genuinely happy. Oh, I gotta stop saying genuinely. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I sound like such a broken record. I think the only reason why I like episode 11, I think the pacing works out really well. I think I did a good job with the pacing. It feels very natural, at least in my opinion. If you don't think it feels natural or anything, just let me know, because I'm always open to, like, criticism and stuff of my work, because my stuff is not perfect. It is totally fair to, like, pick at my stuff like crazy. I'm sad I don't get more criticism. Really, the only criticism I ever get is, like, yo, this would be better if it was stop motion or something, which isn't something that I can be like, yep, you're right. Because it would be, but I don't do stop motion, so that doesn't help me. Like, I'm not gonna, like, change that whole video into stop motion. That's not, like, critical advice that I can, like, work around, because obviously it's not stop motion. That's very obvious. But oh, that's all? I can go home? Yep. Okay. It's no use. Will Renzo ever meet the defenders? They'll probably cameo eventually. They'll probably, like, still... I don't think that he's ever going to actually meet them, but I think they'll be in the background or something, because I like the idea. You know, it's supposed to emphasize the point that there are, like, many different types of heroes and many different types of people throughout the universe, and they don't necessarily all have to meet and come in contact with one another. I know people would want that, but I just don't think that would be natural. I think it would be something that you need to be careful to do, because I think that's such a, like, you gotta be, it's just one of those things that you need to be really, like, oh no, you need to handle that, or it's gonna turn out like some weird crossover. So I don't know, maybe they'll, like, appear very briefly and like stab a monster or something like that and then run away. They're not always, I should also say that they become a team, but they're not, like, a consistent team either. I know for a fact, oh, no. This is a terrible start to this level. Oh my lord. No, okay, wow. Oh. Uh, but Renzo, your content is great. I don't know what that means. I like Camilleo's appearance in episode 11. Who are you? I'm Batman. God, Camilleo's a great character. Thank you. That was Thatch's idea. That makes him sound kind of self-centered, but Thatch was like, yo, put like, God, wow, oh my God, I'm doing terrible. This is worse than usual. This never, wow. I don't think I've ever gotten stuck on like this first part of the level. Jesus, guys, I'm sorry. I always die much later into the level. I never die this like soon. That is embarrassing. Oh. All right, I'll let myself out. Jesus, I did not know this is how we were gonna start this game. Oh, he like bounces things off his shoulder. That's really cute. I don't know why it's cute. Oh, okay, I'm dead. Anyways, thank you for saying that, because I think I had a lot of fun with Camilio in episode 11. I'll tell you this right now. Thatch like modified most of Camilio's scenes in episode 12, and it's not to make him like... There's a misconception. It's gonna sound like he modified it to make Camilio in the episode more, but the problem is Camilio has such like a big like emphasis in episode 11, and then in the original script for 12 he doesn't do much. Like he just kind of stands around. So Thatch added like a little character like arc and stuff, and added like lore stuff that was really like well deserved. Thatch knows what he's doing. He's really good with writing scripts, and he really just like fleshed out his role in the episode. So now he's actually got something to do. Because originally the episode, you even see it in the actual episode, he just stands around a lot and doesn't do much. He doesn't say much like when he's not doing anything. But he does a lot more than he used to, and that's the best thing Thatch did. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. But thank the Lord for Thatch for making the episode a million times, for making his scenes a million times better, because they were not the best before. They could have been way better. Again, that was just me like being lazy, being a bad writer. Because I just kind of like threw in Camilio because I was like, hey, Camilio, and I didn't know what I was even gonna do with him. So Thatch made him a lot more involved, and again, he made him a lot more like Camilio because it's his character, obviously. He has less of a writing process than you might think, because normally when you work with a person's character, you got to be very careful not to like mess anything up, because you can easily like ruin the point of a character if you just throw them in for no reason. That's what happened. That's what happens a lot.
Thank you for rescuing me.
Okay. Sorry, I haven't been reading the comments or anything. I've been a little absorbed in the game, so I'm gonna save here, pause, and then I'm gonna start reading all these comments. Okay. Yeah. I have only one criticism. Maybe instead of saying your lines while recording the scenes, record your lines afterwards. I do that a little bit in episode 12, but very briefly. It's because it's more natural for me to come up with stuff on the spot. Comedy-wise, it's more like I work better with improv and stuff like that than like scripted jokes. Scripted jokes are usually terrible in Renzo, so I scrap it and I just make it completely improv. It's just Renzo saying something and Geode will like make fun of him, and that will lead into like a brand new conversation. But it's just it adds a lot of like, I don't know, it adds a lot of effort that I don't like. But I'll think about it eventually. I'm sure I'll do it eventually, but I don't know. It's not something I really want to do, but we'll see. I mean, it's probably gonna sound a lot better. Well, Renzolian, sometimes I think you and the Hapori explain things that don't need to be explained, so I guess there's that. What do you mean? Like in Fodom 2, with explaining why he didn't need the Ghostbuster vacuum for Cataclysm. That did need explaining, because people, not you guys, but people are dumb. Like, people are really dumb. People often just, like, say things and ask questions like, why couldn't he use the Ghostbuster? Why couldn't he use the proton pack on? That's totally a question somebody would ask. And Thatch does that a lot. Thatch specifically does that. There'll be a scene where he like explains like a rule that like came up in the past, And that's because he wants to emphasize. He wants to completely just say, hey, this is why that didn't happen. And sure, it's better to explain that why, but people will just go ahead and assume things, so it's nice to get a better, like, understanding. So I like that kind of stuff. But Thatch does do that a lot. He'll bring something up that was, like, episodes ago, and he'll be like, yep. But, anyways, yeah. But, I'm just thinking. Yeah, no, I think that's fair. I think he should do that, because it helps to explain to the audience. Hey Renzo, I'm planning on actually doing a Bionicle series and wondering if I could reference Renzo or use the species. You could, but you need to acknowledge that it's not canon, unless you like do a good job to make it canon. That might make Renzo canon. I don't know. Langurian, you could. I don't know. I don't know. Go crazy. I don't remember if I did for episode 11. I think you just said like, yeah, you did. Renzo, do your parents ever think you're crazy when they walk in and you see you playing on the floor with your toys recording it? Never happens. I always get up before they see. I always like run. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'll have it for lunch. Thank you. He'll probably get eaten. That's the plan. I'll save it for lunch, but if it gets eaten, not a problem. It won't be a problem. It's a problem for me. Yeah. Call you Finn. No, that is not my name. That is not my name. Sorry guys, I gotta mute this thing more often. No, he did not call me Finn. That's not my name. But he called me by my name, obviously, because it's my dad. Not awkward. It's not awkward. I'm glad he explained it. He should do it more. He does it as much as he can. But if it's something really obvious that doesn't need explaining, he tries not to explain it. But he still understands that there's a lot of dumb people, so he always tries to explain it as much as possible. No, but I always like before like they come downstairs. I usually like they never actually walk in on me recording. It's always when I'm editing. I'll be editing and I'll be playing something and I'll have to like pause it because they'll be like, "What is that?" So they never walk on me when I'm filming, but they always walk on me when I'm editing. I understand why they just feel unnecessary sometimes. Kind of. It ends in Den though. I've said my name. My series is 100% canon to the Space First. You can tell because there are no connections whatsoever. Yes. It's not hard to make something canon. You just need to make it like... You just need to make it like... I don't know. You need to... It's not hard to make something canon. You just need to like establish, like, show a character, show like... Luckily for Space First, it's so big scale and there's so much going on that we can just like we can show one thing and people will understand that it's like part of the same universe, except they won't because they'll still ask about it. But like if you show a GCU officer, people will like, oh, that's in the Space First or whatever, which is easy, you know. It's very easy to identify, very easy to recognize. But again, I feel like there's a lot of people who don't understand that kind of stuff because they're just like, there's a lot of kids who watch our content, obviously. And we need to explain things multiple times for them. They're not dumb, they're just young and they don't understand. That's perfectly fine. I never want to call a fan dumb for asking something. I had a fan who watches my videos a lot. I don't like calling him fan because it sounds a little ostentatious, but I have somebody who watches my videos a lot, and he's very insistent. He wants a mock of his to be in Renzo. And I don't know what to say. Like, I'm like, no, not really gonna do that. I'm sorry. I don't have to put your mock in any of my stuff. He's very insistent, and he's not dumb. He's not dumb for saying this. He's not dumb for asking this kind of stuff. He's not dumb at all. He's simply a kid, and he's excited, and he wants to. He's invested, and I think that's really cool. You know, I think it's really cool that somebody likes something that much. You know. Just do it. I'm canon. Okay. Who is it? I'm not gonna say who it is. His name is... Oh, yeah. You kind of just said it, me. But don't, like... Don't like go harassing him or whatever. He's just a kid. Don't bug him about it, because that's the worst thing you could do. I know people who I know tons of people who like run after and like bully somebody right after like a kid does something dumb, and don't do that. Don't attack somebody for saying something if they're just a kid. Who cares? Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to turn around, I'm going to flame that, and then that bridge is going to go up, and then I can do the supercharge off of this here, and I can do all this, so I can do this. Da 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 da. Oh, come on, every single time. At least I haven't died. That's the good thing. I haven't died a second time, which is a miracle, honestly. That is something that I did not expect to happen. There's a life, like, right here. Yeah, I can do that. I always remember there being a life here, so that's good. Whoa, is that like a glitch to the ground? Oh, what the frick is happening? That's a really weird detail. I didn't know what I was looking at. That's really interesting. Okay, I'm gonna catch up on some comments. Should I delete my comment? We understand, man. No problem. It's not a big deal. People aren't gonna go attack him, so it's not. My series is not actually canon to anything but my own thing. Technically, it could be canon to Space Fish, but I'm not doing that. Yeah, you could probably make a canon to Will Inferno's series if you really wanted to. I mean, I'm sure he'd be fine with that. He's usually pretty good with anything like being canon, as long as you just like accept a few basic rules. I feel bad about Skelly. My point was trying to make Thatch can rewrite something just for him. Wait, I feel bad about Skelly. My point I was trying to make is that Thatch can rewrite something just for him. Right, I remember that. You peeps in the chat, I'm unsubbed to should upload more. What? Okay. Wow, Renzo just got a perfect level clap for him, everybody. What did I do? What did I do? Did I do something? I got the jump? Do people care about that? Are people invested? I didn't think people watched the live streams for the gameplay. I figured people watched the live streams to hear me open my big dumb mouth. That's refreshing. People actually watch the game. I'm joking, obviously, but it's not too many people on my channel are like super invested in Spyro. This is the game I play the most because I could do a Kingdom Hearts live stream, but Kingdom Hearts is a very time-consuming game, and I don't want to do like 5-hour long streams like Kasai. It's not a game that you can like easily pick up and play and do a live stream. I could do like a quick live stream about it. It really isn't. It's a very like time. God dang it! Come on. Am I dead? Yeah, I'm dead. All right. Wow. Those guys suck. You got. Ugh. Man, I hate this. I am terrible at this game. Oh. Communism is the answer to everything. Ask your mom, ask your dad, and ask your grandfather, if you have one. I don't know why I said that. That's kind of weird. But, I don't... Oh. Not today, not today, not today. Not today, not today. I bested the game. I'm good at Spyro now. My life has come true. I have worked towards besting the easiest video game. That's not true. If you play Monsters Inc. for the PS1, that's probably the easiest video game. But anyways, kind of changing the topic a bit here, but like I said earlier, gonna film Renzo tomorrow. Very excited. It's gonna be a big old long scene with a bunch of weirdos, and looking forward to it. A lot of characters. There's been a ton of like mocks and stuff in all these scenes. They've been so long. No. Really? Oh my god. I'm pathetic. Wow. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed in myself. I just feel like I've done like nothing. You know, I feel like I really do suck at video games. Like, I was hoping I would be a little better than this. Like, I've beaten the game, like, twice before. This is weird, because this is the most trouble I've actually had in this entire game. Like, this is, like, on both my other playthroughs, I did not have nearly as much trouble as I'm having now. Maybe it's just because I'm streaming. Streaming, I have a little bit less of a, like, response. You know, I'm always like, oh my god. When I'm streaming, I'm always, like, kind of, like, focused on the comments and answering questions and thinking and stuff like that. My brain doesn't do too good. I'm not good at multitasking. But, I'm trying. You know, I'm trying desperately, so this is better than nothing, I suppose. No, this should be the last gem? No. There are yellow gems. Right. There are yellow gems way over there. Crap. I forgot about that. Alright. You gotta backtrack. I always remember those gems, and I completely forgot about them, so we're gonna have to go all the way back there. Woohoo! This is fun, everybody. Don't you like it? This is backtracking the video game. It's not even that bad. I'm making it out to be a bigger deal. Yeah, okay. Here's what we do. Yeah, I remember now. This is pretty easy once you actually know what you're doing. So you gotta come up here. Turn around, run towards the thing. Jump up here, and boom. And now, yeah, there they are. I see them. I see them. Here we are. Boom, 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 boom. All done. Let's go home now. It was not that bad. It was actually very, very simple, so I don't know why I was making a big deal about it. It's not that hard at all, but let's continue. Okay. We're almost done. We got, yeah, there's the final bosses after this, and then we have one more bonus level if we've 100%ed the game, which we pretty much have, so should be all good. Everyone's talking about communism. Okay, hold on. We got some legitimate comments. I've held off the lag beast for now. Yeah, it'll be back eventually. Renzo, what are you doing? Oh, that was dumb. Hey, what a wonderful kind of day. Also, do you have any advice for how to start a more serious tone series? Probably not the guy to be asking. I do comedy series, so I'm not a good person to ask for that kind of stuff. But I guess thank you for asking me. I have advice, but it's kind of like winded, and it wouldn't. Oh, I got all the gems. It's long-winded. Basically, just don't make it like overly serious. Don't make it edgy. Try to make it like. Make the tone serious, but like just it's hard. I don't have the specific words right now for it, but I really wish I did, because I don't. I'm trying to think of the proper words to use, but I have like no idea right now. And if I did, I would tell you. But I've definitely talked about it before. Thatch would be much better at explaining this. I apologize. YouTube has always been says I've been sending too many messages. You need to calm down, or does anyone have any advice for a serious tone series? Okay, so he asked me, and then he asked everyone else. Hey Renzo, what if in the Hapori series there were an alternate in the Hapori series? You mean like the Hapori like universe or whatever? There were alternate versions of one character that just all appeared in the Hapori universe series through coincidence. What are you talking about? The Hapori series? The universe series? That's not a thing. And all end up dying. I don't know. That's really specific. I don't know what to ask Kasai for serious. No, don't ask Kasai. I guess Kasai could help in some way. Wait, Renzo's is comedy? I guess if it's not funny. I guess, yeah, it's, that's really, that hurts. You don't want to kill off your characters for shock factor. You should introduce characters and give them actual characters. Yeah, exactly. Don't kill characters off for the sake of killing them off. You know, you don't want to just be like, I haven't watched Maniac in a long time, so I don't want to go ahead and assume, but I assume he kills a lot of characters off. I don't want to I don't want to make assumptions, but I assume he kills a lot of characters off just for the sake of killing characters off. Don't do that. Have a character, develop them, make them interesting, make them serious again. Don't make them crack jokes or anything. Make them just like, you know, like, don't be afraid from comedy too. Just adds like some like minor jokes or something. You don't want to make the series too down. It's a very thin line. You know, you walk a thin line between. That's why I didn't do a serious series. That's why I did a comedy. Because with a comedy, you have a lot more freedom to do weirder, crazier things. Oh, this is the final boss. It's so like out of nowhere, and he just like stands there and shoots little boozers at you. That's not my joke. I took that joke from somebody else, but can I jump up there? No, I can't. It's really you do walk a thin line when you make a serious series. You need to be aware of the you need to be aware that something is going to. You need to be very careful. You need to avoid cliches, as somebody else said. I don't remember who said that, but thank you for saying that, because that is very true. Avoiding cliches is a very big part of staying away or trying to make your series as, like, if you want your series to be taken serious, you need to avoid cliches, because cliches make something funnier, and not on purpose usually. So you need to be very careful when walking that thin line. I try to have a better advice, but this is pretty much the best advice I got right for now. So I'm sorry if it's not very good. I'm trying. Thank you, Aura. Thank you for everyone else who was giving actual advice when I was just like, do that. I wish I was doing better right now, but I'm losing it a little bit. All right, hold on. Let me read up on some of these streams. Holy crap, you guys are freaking. Oh boy. You know, the tone is serious, but it's not edgy. Thanks for the advice, Aura. Probably have to know more to give more advice. It's okay, Renzo, I was kidding. I'm dying. Well, one character that has an alternate universe of versions of one. That's just all going to travel through the Hori series universes through coincidence. Yeah, I have no idea. That's weird. How would you define multiverse? My friend says a group of universes, while I say it's every universe. Well, I define it as I define it as every universe, but I also define it as multiple universes. That's literally like the exact same thing. Every universe is multi. No, okay, so if you're talking like a group of universes, I actually don't think multiverse in FOTM standards, multiverse is every universe in my standards, but I know people get multiverse, like, the term confused. There's tons of other people who like bring up weird definitions for multiverse. I follow the FOTM rule as much as possible because it makes the most sense. Thatch explained it really easily to us. We all know what it means at the Hori. We're like, yeah, we get it. It makes total complete sense. It's just every universe. That is the multiverse in our story, but it's not in other stories, and that's weird. I say it's every universe. Killed off two characters, Huki and Maku, because they didn't do anything and they had nowhere to go. That's kind of why Thatch killed off Strack, because he was not a character that was going to go anywhere. I can talk about that. That's not spoilers or anything, but basically Thatch was like, alright, well, Strack has nowhere to go from here. He wouldn't grow as a character. He wouldn't do anything, so I'm just going to kill him off. It makes perfect sense. So same as Nokama. They're not characters that are going to do much. You know, it's not characters that are going to have much of a role in the future, which is why I think it's okay to kill off characters. If they're not going to do anything, it's okay to kill off characters that like will never show up or whatever. Group of universes would be like a universe cluster or something. Yeah, but I don't. Actually, I had an idea to add a female Chameleon into my series. This is when I had the dumb idea of the Omniverse. It's no longer a thing, thankfully. Oh, no, that would be... Ugh. Okay, I think it would be funny if there was one character that just all died all at the same time. An explanation that's alternate. Yeah, I don't get it. I'm too dumb. I don't understand. Camilo said that there was a specific way that... Thatch said that there was a specific way Camilo was made that... Yeah. No. Thatch... That's not what he said. That's not what Thatch said. Thatch said, Cameleo, there are other Cameleos. There are other Cameleos that exist. However, they they don't do, like, they're not important. They don't have the same personality. They're just dudes, you know? That's what they would be, because he's never been exposed to, like, these other Chameleos haven't been exposed to, like, the multiverse or anything, so they're not going to understand any of that. And they wouldn't make, like, pop culture references. They would just be dudes. That'd be really uninteresting. But that's not... Oh, Jesus. I've never gotten hit by him. Whoopsie. But yeah, anyways, that's not, like... Again, there absolutely are other Chameleos, but we won't see them because they have no importance. They're not going to do anything. I barely know anything about Chameleo's origin. I'm just as much in the dark as you guys, but I know for a fact that there are a couple other Chameleos, but there are no other Afarias, and I can say that for certain. It's just like this weird, like, multiverse thing, you know? She's a very specific character who, like, can't have another version of her. I don't want to explain, nor do I think I'd be good at explaining it, but basically there's no other version of Afaria. She is completely unique. And that's just the way the multiverse works. It's like how there's a Roach in every single universe from, if you guys remember Roach, Kasai's character, there's a version of him in, like, every single universe. God dang it. There's, like, a version of him, which is it's weird to think about, but there is, and it's, he's in every single universe, to my understanding, which is crazy. There's just one version of him. Even the Dogverse, probably. I would love to see Dogverse Roach. He'd just be white, and he'd be, like, a hunter dog who'd, like, try to, like, hunt other dogs, or, I don't know, it'd be weird. The Dogverse is a weird place. Okay. Come on, Bo. Let's go. This is the easiest boss fight in history, but let's do it. Man, this guy, I forgot how much this guy sucks. He is one of the worst. Alright, I'm not even gonna fight him. I'm just gonna collect all the gems and stuff. There's no point. This boss is way more underwhelming, especially since the game looks so good now. You'd expect, like, a really good final boss, but no, it's not good. That's the worst thing about this game. Probably the boss fights. They're really not interesting at all. They're fun designs and stuff, but that only goes so far when you have, like, a fun. The game's not about the boss fights. The game's about the levels and collecting and stuff like that. But the later boss fights in the later games are pretty fun. Like, I really. Man, he runs like an idiot. Look at him. He's like, dun, 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 dun. But the boss fights in 2 are really fun, and then the boss fights in 3 were okay. I didn't like them as much as everyone else did. The final boss was really underwhelming, but not as underwhelming as this. Alright, chase. It's not even a chase. He's, like, way ahead of me. This isn't even fair. Where even is he? There he is. Look at him. Okay, there he goes. Just run. I'm going to finish the game in, like, 2 seconds here, so... Not 2 seconds. It's going to take a little longer than that, but we'll see what happens. What? Alright. Then he says, "You're toast." And he laughs because he just murdered a man. That's the end of the game. Wow, that was it. Sorry, I'm missing out on all these comments. The game just ended, and I'm glad I finally got to the end. That was very satisfying. I'm lagging. Uh-oh.
Almost forgot about you guys. What about Ganasty Ganork? Nasty Nork?
Uh-oh. Yeah, wow, I missed a ton. There's only one watch lady. Yeah, Faria. What happened to Blog? The server from episode 2? What? What was I talking about? Blog died. Hello, my name is Blog. If that's what you're even talking about, I don't remember. Okay, the game's done. Whew. Or the first game is done. Oh, man. I don't know which one you're talking about, actually. Are you talking about Renzo? Because I'm weirded out that anyone actually remembers Blog at all. Because Blog was such a one-off character. I'm lagging, y'all. If it's gonna begin with a joke, then that's not really a good way to set up a serious series. That's not a good idea. Any of the other silver quotes, he says, "It's no use," and he says, "Take this." And when he dies, he says, "Not now," and he says it really funny, like he's like annoyed. He's just like, "Not now." I found you, Iblis Trigger. I hate him so much. No, because there would be a universe that tie, but it's the same, but within Roach. Yo, Thatch said my dog can be canon to the Dogverse. Okay, it's working for me now. Did you get my idea, Renzolian? I did not. Well, I think I did. And the Bugverse, Roach would be a cockroach. Yes, he would. Now you'd be a ladybug. Universe where everyone is Roach. The Roachverse. Probably. A universe where I'm not a loser. Oh. Y'all have Discord? I don't. I do, but I don't use it. I'm so I'm so out of touch. I just use Skype because I prefer Skype a lot more. It's so much easier to use for me. It's so like, so I'm letting the credits roll while I talk. So I would skip them, but also there's a lot of concept art here. Man, this concept art's really cute. I really like this. Wow. I never like sat around for all the concept. I've never sat through the credits all the way, so this is really nice to see all this concept art. It's really expressive. Holy crap. Aw. That's really cool. You were talking about dudes were dead, so I talked about the best and most important character in Renzo. Blog. I am the most powerful hedgehog alive. See, if y'all want me for my if y'all want me for your Sonic fanfictions, send me an email and I'll perfectly. Honestly I wouldn't even be like, I wouldn't even be against like if you guys wanted me to like voice in a project that was like something really dumb and stupid, I would probably do it because it would be fun. I was like, I already got your Skype, I think. Yeah, I think we got it a while back. Zaonic. Sonic's. Zoinic. I love Zoinic. Should I let the credits play, or should I just skip them? Because there's one more level I gotta do. There's one more level, and then I can beat the game 100%. Also, I gotta do all the, what are they called? The skill points. And then I could probably do all the trophies. But I'm not gonna do that all tonight. We've only been streaming, yeah, 47 minutes, so it didn't take that long to finish the game. Sonic is my favorite game series. I hope not. I like Sonic Generations. I like Sonic, oh shoot, Zenzo, I may or may not see if you can do a character in episode 10. Not sure yet. I'm down. I like voice acting. Just send me a message or something and I'll be down for that. Just depends on the character. I really like, if I'm not like invested in a character, I voice. You might be surprised, I voice in a lot of stuff. Sonic Colors I don't remember liking. I didn't like Sonic Colors too much, but I like Sonic Generations. Why did I touch Zenzo? Because you've been planning, because you actually secretly revealed Renzo's lost brother's name. What about a Hori Smash universe where all you guys' characters fight each other all the time? I don't like Sonic, that's why I put the dashes in between my favorite. No, I know. That's why I'm joking. I'm just like, yeah. Not a Smash universe, but we were actually like hypothetically planning out what a Hapori like Smash type of fighting game would be, and it would be really fun. It would be really interesting. Yeah, I saw that, Aura. You can't hide that message from me. Renzo, would you want to voice a character in my series for episode or 2? I think it just depends. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what kind of stuff. You guys, if you want me to voice in something, just send me a message or something. There it is, Aura. Oh, it's because you spelled it wrong, so you wanted to spell it right. death stick guy wouldn't even be in the game. He'd be DLC. He'd be optional. He'd be optional, like 5 year later DLC where you could buy him, but nobody would care. It would be. He would literally be like the piranha plant of the Hapori Smash game, because he would be one of those characters that like comes out of nowhere, nobody's expecting at all, and he's like super obscure, and then he's just there, and then everyone's like, why was this character added? Man, these credits are a lot longer than I thought they were gonna be. Holy mackerel. How would I message you though? You could message me just on a video. Like if I have a video, you can just say, "Hey, yo, you want to voice this character?" And then we'll start talking about what we can do. So, yeah. Hapori Fortnite, no die. Hapori Smash Ultimate, no one is here. Just the title screen. Rip. Hapori Rig. Frick is Rabcat. Rabcat. Squeeze Studio. Is that the animation? Aw. Oh, that is the animation. Praise these guys. These guys did a good job. I'm very happy with the animation in this game. It's very, very, very colorful and very, very expressive. So good job, Squeeze. You guys did a good job. Everyone, give a shout out to Squeeze. Technicolor animations in games. Boo. No, I'm kidding. Everyone give a shout out to Squeeze. Squeeze. Okay, could we in the comments after this stream is over? Yeah, if you want to. If you want to message me there, any video, I'll get the video notification anyways. I'll see that somebody commented something and I'll be like, yep, all right, I see. Look at all those artists. Sorry, I'm getting tired now. There are a bunch of Chinese artists. Was this animated in China or something? Or Korea? I'm stupid. I don't know, I'm just assuming things. You guys are weird. Undertale verse. Renzo would be ew. Renzo verse? Or Undertale verse? Undertale like doesn't exist as a universe in anything because it's really weird and meta. Ted Price! Hey, I know Ted Price. You guys haven't... Okay, Ted Price is the guy who worked on the original Spyro game. Aw, they're thanking all the old team. And super special shout out to all the original Spyro Dragon team members who contributed to the original 3 games. Aw, yeah. Aw, it's so cool seeing all these old credits and stuff. That's really nice. They're talking about Stuart Copeland, the drummer of the Police. He did the music in the original game. That's really cute. I'm having a great time. This is really nice. I'm glad they're paying like so much. I'm sad I never sat through the credits before. This is totally my thing. Obviously they need to credit the original people who made the original games, but I'm glad it was so nice. Renzo's Papyrus and Geoda's Sands. I hate that, but it's absolutely like completely accurate. You know, actually when you think about it, honestly, that is really accurate, like scary accurate. Renzo's is a guy, he's got a cape. I don't know anything about Papyrus as a character. He's just like annoying dude, but he's got like a cape. So that's Renzo is Undertale. Jesus. My favorite character in Undertale. There was even a song called Undertale based on the character Undertale from the game Undertale. No, because it's an Undertale, don't you see? No, but I Geode should get a love interest before anyone else. Geode doesn't have like the capacity to love anything though. That's the problem. Geode is like completely like disconnected from reality. He loves like little things. He likes animals. He always like pets an animal. Like there's always like he always befriends creatures. He pets. There's an episode where he just picks up a crab and starts petting it for no reason. Geode would be. That wouldn't happen though. That would be like a plot for like one episode. Yeah, no, but there's an episode. Geode picks up a crab, and then if you watch the new Faughtum birthday special, he has a squid on his arm, and that's going to be explained to Renzo. That's not going to be a one-off thing. That he is going to like explain where the squid came from. Geode really likes animals. He just loves like little creatures, and he loves like petting them. But when they're talking, it's weird. Like if it's like a weird talking creature, he doesn't like them as much. But if it's like a little animal, he'll always like pick it up and like try to make sure he's okay or something. Which is a weird characteristic that I guess it came completely out of nowhere. He just picked up a crab one day. But the squid Rufus is gonna get. God, I don't care about the global IT. Get out of here. But Geode's gonna like fall in love with the animals. It's really cool. Geode actually was originally planned to have a love interest, though. There's gonna be a character, a very minor character called Shiode, and yeah, just Shiode. But that was really dumb, and I took it out because it didn't make any sense. But I thought it was a funny pun, so I got I took it out. But it was like an idea I was toying around with. I even built her. She was too like close to Miri though. She had like a very similar like design, and I was like, okay, no. And I just figured the idea was dumb enough, so I didn't like. I just don't think Geode's like capable of. I'm very shy around people, but I always have conversations with the animals. Yeah. But I don't like. I think Geode's he's not self-conscious, but he's very like he'll just do whatever he wants whenever. He's just like, he's independent, you know, he lives his own life, he does whatever he wants. Puckles, stop sneezing. You're trying to disrupt my stream, cat. Oh my god, these credits are still going. This is like half the runtime now. It's a nice time to like catch up and talk with a bunch of you guys, so, this is fun. So I'm not going to end it yet. I'm probably going to play like a little bit after. I'm probably going to beat the bonus level after. I don't like, so Geode is a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. It's true. Puckles should be a Renzo character. You know how hard it would get to film. You know how hard it would be to film a scene with Puckles. It's not easy. Puckles was in a couple Bio-Rama scenes because he was. You need to understand he was in a couple Bio-Rama scenes because he was sleeping. That's the only time I'm ever able to actually get him in a scene is because he'll be sleeping. Make her fight Goblino. Who? Who's her? Shiode? Shiode's not in the series anymore. But I would. She would like fist fight Goblino. She would like punch him. That's the thing. Shiode would be like really like angry and like aggressive. She would just be like a guy. Like she'd be very like just like she would just like punch people for like no reason. She'd be like this outward like just like beat up anybody who like looks at her funny. She'd be like the droid from Rogue One, not Rogue One, from Solo, almost, but not like feminist or whatever people accused her for being of. She was like, oh my god, this character's a feminist. All right, gotta. Hello, Ice Cold Productions. You joined very briefly, and then okay, gotta go. Bye, Renzo. Geode should get a software update and be able to do random useless thing, and that's the whole episode. I also don't like the idea of, unless he's a boy. Who's a boy? Geode? Geode's a boy. That's really weird. That's really specific, or I don't like that. But, Puckles is also an strong, independent woman who don't need no man. He don't like cameras. He does not like... it's not that he doesn't like cameras, it's that he just, like, moves too much. Is Puckles a boy? Puckles is a boy. Puckles is a guy. He's a very old man. He's, like... How old are you? Like, 10? 14 or something? You're old. He's really old. He's being all stubborn because it's cold outside. But... The universe, the only thing is that Puckles named Pookles. I hate Puckles. I hate Pookles. I hate Pookles as a name. He was originally supposed to be Puddles. Like, that was his original name. His name was Puddle, or whatever. And we changed the name because I was a little boy and I didn't know how to say the name Puddles. So I kept saying Puckle, and it was like, alright, his name is Puckles now. Which is a stupid name for a cat. Can we just, like, that's the worst name for any animal ever. Geode should be able to roll into a ball like Samus. He did in an early episode. He like got into like sleep mode or whatever and like rolled into a ball. So that's probably something he can still do. He could probably bow rocket if he wanted to. He could probably just like roll out of there. But he's not like an actual like sphere. He would just like be an awkward like chunk of metal that So Puddles is his legal name? No, his legal name is Puckles, but his original name was Puddles. That's supposed to be his real name. Geode the Bakugan. Oh god, now we're just getting a bunch of Bionicle references. Oh my god, these credits are still going. It's almost an hour. It's almost an hour and they're still going. Can they end? Thank god I didn't sit through them all. This is not... This is... Keep in mind, this is 3 games. This is 3 games. They share credits for all 3 of them, but... Like... QA special thanks. Like, alright, come on. Retail and sales? I don't care! That's not true. This is always good information to have. Whoa, holy 20 minutes? Has it been 20 minutes of credits? No. Oh my god, I think it has been. Credits started... Almost. Credits started about 16 minutes ago from this point on. Wow. So credits have been going for about almost 20 minutes. That's... Jesus. Jesus. Geode should be a BA in the official Pokemon Let's Go Fund Me. Hard to do. There is a plan, there is a plan, retail and sales, you mean Sonic and Tails. God damn it. That's so stupid. I'm sorry. That was really dumb. Talent, Tom Kenny. These are all the boys. Tom Kenny, Andre Soch, Greg Berger. These are, I know all these people. Not all of them. I know a couple of them. Chris Cox. Also, the guy who voices Sonic is in this game. That really weirded me out, too. Neil Kaplan. I've heard of him before. Where is he? Roger Craig Smith. Yep, he's at the very end. The guy who voices Sonic is in this game as a very, very brief voice actor. I remember that. It was very weird. I do remember that. Okay, credits are over. No sheep were harmed in the during creation of this game. Few Norks, but no sheep. Aw. Aw, they put in a picture of the team. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Yeah, just self-advertising much. Thanks. An hour and 2 minutes. Wow, that was a long credits, but it was worth it. Tom Kenny is Skids and Starscream. No, he's not Starscream. Oh well, he is Starscream in the show, but in the movie it's some other dude. No, but Sonic voice actor. There were way more people in the credits. Yeah. Okay, all done. Boom. There's one more dragon. Let's get him. I don't know. Magnus. Alright, this guy. This big guy.
Nasty's ancient history now.
I want a gun. What's in there? It's a treasure chest. You guys actually hear what he's saying. I don't know what he's saying, but why is he dancing? What is he doing?
Come back when you have reached 100%.
Can I go to the level? Okay, yeah, all dragons found. Boom. Got every single... Yep, got everything, so I can go to this final level. Ganasty's loot. This is the final level of the game. In the movie, it's Charlie something. Charlie Adder, or whatever his name is. Is it Spyro's dad? Yep. Charles Adler, whatever his name is. Right. Charles Adler, whatever. But I wish he's a good Starscream. He's got a good voice. Tom Kenny is a really good actor. He voices Spyro in this game. He does a good job. Oh hey, there we go. Sweet. Anyways, what I was gonna say earlier, we were talking about Geode. There's a good chance that I'll probably do a standalone Geode episode. I just don't know how interesting that would be, because Geode does not really work well. Like, I could never do like a mini-series for Geode, because he works way better when he's with Renzo. If it was just him, it would get really boring really fast. So what it would have to do, I think it would be like a montage, like clip show sort of thing, just showing everything like Geode does in a day or something like that without Renzo around. I think that's the only way that could really honestly work, because Geode's not a boring character, but he's not like a good character who works well by himself. I think he's a good character who works well with like company, because Geode's super specific. Okay, we'll see. I don't know if it will be 40 minutes. I don't know what, like, I don't know, or not, what am I talking about? I don't know if I will make a Geode standalone episode. That's what I was trying to say, but it could totally happen. I'm down for it. I just need to make sure the stars align, but it's something I'm interested in doing, which is better than not being interested in doing it, which is a whole other issue. Okay, so these guys got keys. I gotta chase them down. There's no, like, I don't think you can die in this level unless you fall in the lava, but you can fly. It's kind of cool. It's a fun level. I actually really like this level. I don't. It's not my type of level. I would have preferred. It would have been cool if this was like one big like challenge or something. Like I would have really preferred it if this was just like a big old like gauntlet of enemies and stuff like that, and just like this really hard like final level. But not really hard, but decently challenging. For Spyro at least. I would have preferred that much more, but what we got was okay too. I still like what we got. It's a very fun and uplifting to watch this. I think it's very like you get to fly around, which you never get to do in the normal levels, so that's pretty cool. And I never got to play this in the original game because in the original game, my game is scratched and it doesn't work, so I can't play this level in the original. So this is like my first time ever like. Not this time, but like this is like my first like major time like actually playing like through this level. Like when I started playing this game, this is like that was like my major first time playing the level. So it's a fun level. I wish it was a little bit more interesting, but again, it's not bad at all. Boom, baby, got a key. There's also like a lot of cool rooms in this level. Okay, let me catch up on the comments. Okay, sorry. Wow, there's a lot of comments. Adam Sandal. Choo Choo Anglerfish. I don't remember anything about the first movies. I really don't. Renzo, very important question. Are Renzo's shoes canonical? Are canonical Crocs? Krogs? No, they aren't. That's not a question. I freaking love movie Starscream. I don't. He's gross. I prefer Prime Starscream. His design's really gross. I don't like the Dorito Scream aesthetic. I really enjoy Prime Starscream. He's really like threatening when he's first introduced. He becomes a bit of a joke later on, but like when he's first introduced, he definitely makes himself like threatening. He like his evil the voice actor too is perfect. He does a really good job at making him sound incredibly threatening and like evil and sinister. That's Umarak's voice actor inspiration basically. That was like the voice that I chose for Umarak because it was just perfect. It's like the Geode's best salty robot. Yeah, season 2 episode 2 with Geode would be interesting. Geode is a sidekick. He is a sidekick. So Renzo, I can't think of a character for you to voice. What kind of personality is easy for you to do? I'm better with comedic, like upbeat stuff, but I always like to play villains. I really do. I don't get to play villains that often. I like to play silly villains, but I like playing characters with higher pitched voices. It could be annoying, but I like one-off villains or anything. That's really fun. I hope the thing with Kasai's planet being in space first is done well. I'm imagining so many possibilities that would be fantastic, but the possibility of them happening are probably low. I don't know why you say that. There's not really there's Kasai, we have good ideas. We know what we're doing. We're not stupid. Can we talk about the strangeness of droid naming in Star Wars? No, because Star Wars are really dumb with naming things in general. A lax character. Ever heard of John Maloney? I've heard the name. Post Bologna? I can't read Bologna without saying Bologna. That's just the first word that comes to my mind. Maloney. John Mulaney. Are you talking about John or John Mulaney. That's an actor. He played the Spider-Ham. John Mulaney. It's Mulaney, not Maloney. Unless you're talking about someone else. I have an idea of characters a little seriously and also getting killed. I'm not saying you guys don't have ideas. I'm just saying those ideas are probably different from... Yeah, I mean, we all have our different ideas, of course. We all take things in a... You're probably not... You're probably expecting something completely different. We have our own, like, completely... Like, we have big, big plans for, like, stuff if we ever eventually get around to it. Sorry it took me so long to actually get back to playing the game. I'm gonna get right back to it right now, but let's see how this goes, so... Oh, there's a plane. I'm gonna go catch that plane soon, but I have gems to get. There they are. Oh, he's like right there. Is he like taunting me? Is he waiting for me? No, okay, he's just flying around. Okay. Now, oh, there's chests up here. Oh, no, I need a key. I need something. I don't remember what I need. Oh, shoot, there's fireworks. I can use the fireworks. Okay, that's right. I forgot that there were fireworks in this level. I have a key for something. I could probably... Over here? Yeah, I think so. I think I can use the key over here. No, the comedian. Yeah, he's a comedian. He voices Spider-Ham in Into the Spider-Verse. He's a good job. He's a very funny man. He's got a very like, hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm John Mulaney. Or that's how he does. That's how he says it in. That's how he says it. That's how he said. That's the Spider-Ham voice. I don't know how close that is to his actual voice, but he's like, what's going on, everybody? I'm a pig. I like John Mulaney. I hear he's really funny. I just don't know, or like he's really smart. I don't know how true that is. I haven't listened to any of this. I don't listen to stand-up often. I listen to what, Dane Cook? Yeah, I listen to Dane Cook stand-up, and Dane Cook isn't particularly funny. He just yells a lot. I used to think he was hilarious back in the day. If anyone who doesn't know who Dane Cook is, his main type of humor was just, he did like one comedy special where he just yelled a lot, and he was very energetic. And as a younger me, I loved that. I was like, he repeats the same joke a lot too. Like he'll say something and he'll say it like instantly right after. Like he'll be like, "It was in my shoe. It was in my shoe. You heard me right. It was in my shoe." Like that's the type of humor he does, and it gets really old really fast. But it's kind of entertaining, if not for the fact that it's really like repetitive. Which I guess repetition isn't necessarily funny, but it's almost absurd how weird it is, how many times he does it. Oh, come on, light that. Okay, so that's gonna go, yep, that's gonna go over there. That should cover it for the crates, although I might be missing one. Oh, sorry, I have my arm wrapped around the mic. Into Spider-Verse is fun. Lego Movie, oh, right, okay. Peter Porker. I have to pronounce Wednesday and Piopol. Ew. Piopol. Piopol. I get what he's saying. Spider-Ham is my favorite. Haven't seen in Spider-Verse. Kind of want to, but I have no means of doing so. It's a great movie. It's really, really entertaining. Lego Movie 2 and like in a day. I'm excited too. I didn't know it was coming out like really soon. As long as it's not a musical. Even if it is a musical, I'm sure they're going to do it really, like, well. They haven't advertised that it's a musical, but I hope they do, because I'm very confident that they can handle that. I'm very confident that they could handle that really, really, really fun in a good way, because, honestly, these are the Lego Movie people we're talking about here. They're very good, so I'm looking forward to, even if it's a musical, which I'm not like the biggest fan of musicals, but I also don't hate musicals. Emoji Land is a musical. It's get it out of here. It's not real. It's not canon. Post Maloney. I hate musicals. Why do you hate musicals? There's no reason to hate musicals. There's literally no reason. I can get... Ugh, Fortnite dancing. There was a terrible ad for the Lego Ninjago movie that was coming out, like, right when the movie was being advertised, where Zane, like, dabs, and that's, like, the worst thing. Also, he says something really, like, terrible. Like, he says, like, dab me outside or something like that, and he It's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life. And I've seen a lot of terrible things, and that was one of them. That was like one of the worst things I've ever seen. But that was really bad. I don't know who decided that was a good idea. That was like probably one of the worst things you could have done. But genuinely terrible. Wait, it does have Fortnite dancing? Emmett and Batman floss in a TV spot or something. Yeah, I don't think I don't think they're probably gonna do that thing where it's not like it. I really hope that's just an ad, because Zane didn't actually dab in the movie. But if they do that, that's gonna hurt a little bit. There's a flossing character in this game too, and I hate it. It's so outdated. It's so hard to sit through. I don't get it. I really don't. It hurts so much whenever I have to like sit through that and like experience that. It just makes me want to die, you know. First of all, this is a game that I really like, is close to my childhood. So to see like stuff like flossing in this game makes me like almost want to puke. I can't explain it. It's genuinely so terrible. I can't explain how bad it is. Oh Lord. But it's not that big of an issue. I'm making it out like it was just the worst thing ever. Oh, here's Nasty's room. Oh, what a cool room. I'm making it out like it's a terrible, terrible thing, but it was just dumb. It wasn't like it didn't ruin the game for me or anything, but it was very. Look at wow, look at all these gembos. It's probably lag for a couple of people. Holy crap, 2,000. That's a lot. All right, we can get out of here now, and that's the last level of the game. Wow. Kill Fortnite. Some kids saw Snoop Dogg dancing. Oh look, Fortnite dancing. It's a kid thing, you know. It's a kid's thing. What are they playing basketball with the sheep? All right. I'm a Spyro. Look at me. I'm a funny guy.
Never mind. You know what they say. For every good
This ending that they preserved, and it doesn't make any sense. But they kept it anyways. Why not? Oh. There we go again. Sunglasses are canon to Spyro. That's the real question. If they footnote dance, I'm committing sewer slide. Oh no. Those are words. I love how Aura's always just like, oh, to random things. Aura doesn't know how to process anything. He just does. Oh, it's 10 o'clock. It is late. Alright, well, I think this is a good place to end it. Oh, wow. I've not been back to this world in a long time. I don't know if I'll continue it. I don't really think there's a point. I mean, all you get for doing the, all you do get for doing the skill points is, yeah, all you get for doing the skill points is, I thought I got that. Oh, I got that on my other file. Never mind. All you do for getting the skill points is that you get an art gallery, so it's not really important, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to continue it. I think if I'm going to continue this stream, which won't be for a while, it's going to be Spyro 2, but I guess thank you everyone for watching. You know, it's been interesting. This has been kind of a weird journey, but it's always fun replaying this game. I really, ideally, in a perfect world, I would have loved to stream this game when it first came out and I first got it, and for you guys to see my pure, genuine reaction to the game, because I had a lot of strong reactions, and it would have been a lot more entertaining. But oh well, past is the past. Maybe I'll turn on some cheat codes next time, because the cheat codes are really fun. I want to make my my head look really big, or I want to do classic Spyro cheat code mode again, because I like classic Spyro cheat code. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'm gonna read up on the comments here. It's 12. Oh yeah, geez. Mountain times, bro. It is mountain times. If someone flosses one more time, I'm hanging them with floss. Jesus. Are Skylanders canon to Spyro? Don't ask. Don't ask that. Renzo, I put a link in the group chat earlier in the chat. I can put comments if you want to talk. Yeah, no, just write a comment or something. I'll reply. I probably won't reply to you tonight because it's late. I'm probably gonna just hit the sack. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. It was a fun journey. Thank you guys for joining again. The next live stream is going to hopefully be the Renzo Season 1 live stream. Hopefully you guys can be on that, and I will be having people on there, hopefully. Again, we'll see. Also, this is a door. It's just this door that exists. I don't know what's in there. Nobody knows what's in there. There's a big old conspiracy that there's something behind there, but they obviously put something here because you can hit the doors. You can't do that for any of the other doors in the game. So clearly there's a conspiracy theory here. What is going on? My head looks big. No, it's not. It's normal size. Okay. Anyways, bye Renzolian. Bye Hun. Don't call me Hun. Renzoverse. Spyroverse. SpongeBobverse. It'll be Spongeverse. Okay, talk to you tomorrow. I will 1000% be there. See you guys next time, y'all. Yeah, alright, I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much for joining the stream. It should be fun. We'll see what goes on in the future. Anyways, good having all you guys on, and goodbye.